on conversations with Kito, I think I need to bring you up to speed. There's always a
Okay.
trivia question just to sort of be an icebreaker before we delve into the
Okay.
serious matters. Now, what we are going to
Okay.
discuss is quite serious. And at the end of
Okay.
the day, we need to treat it as such. But then there's this thing I saw on someone's status, which has some relevance to the topic at hand. And
Okay.
I wanted to use it as today's icebreaker and then get your
Okay.
thoughts. It's an interesting scenario that was painted. So it says your daughter has completed JHS and had grade 9 and got her admission to SHS, and you escorted her to the bus station and she entered. Then you left. On your way going home, you receive a call that the bus has gotten into an accident and no one survived. When you were making arrangements to go to the morgue to identify the body of your daughter, you receive a call from your daughter saying that, Daddy and Mommy, I was not in that bus that day. My boyfriend asked me to come and sleep over before going. So I'm with him now. Assuming you are the parent, what will you do to that boy and then to your daughter?
Yes. Well, obviously, I'll be relieved that she wasn't, harmed, you know. And I think the fact that you are relieved that she's not harmed might, you know, cool down your anger. Because obviously, obviously, we have to deal with that situation. Why did she go, to her boyfriend? I know what's the phrase, the term I want to use? Faith had it that even though what she was doing was wrong, it saved her life.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it will, I think what will happen is that it will make me have a conversation with her, and make me wonder why I didn't know she had a boyfriend or something of that sort. Perhaps if, maybe an accident didn't have happened, I might have been very angry and
You would have blown up.
yes, blown up. So I think with this one, I'll be more measured in my response, and then probably find out who this guy is and try to get to know him. Yes.
And the boy, what would you do to him as a father?
I'll try to find out, who he is. Find out from my daughter, why she's interested in him. I'm not that type who believes in attacking the other person because you don't expect your daughter to. I mean, it's not like she was raped. She
Yeah,
went
she
to her
went there
boyfriend
voluntarily.
voluntarily. So I have to find out from her why she did that. And it will also make me wonder how my relationship is with my daughter that, such a thing she will not tell me, you know. My prayer is that when I have a daughter, she will be able to tell me things, even when she has crashes with other people. So it's I think the first situation about the fact that she's not dead is very, relieving. Relieving. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to gloss over, because I don't expect her to be
The
doing
act
that.
of deception.
Yes.
Because that means without any accident, you wouldn't even know that she's hiding somewhere. Something else would have
Yes.
happened and you wouldn't
Yes.
even know.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're listening or watching us either on the podcast or on YouTube, this is the trivia question for today. You can also give your answers in the comment section so that we can see what your thoughts are. Do you agree with Nene on how he has actually analyzed it? I think he's been very diplomatic about it, but I would love to hear what you also have to say about it so that we judge on this. There's no right answer in my view because every parent will handle it in their own style and in their own way. But at least we get to see the fun answers that some of you will get to give us. So
before you go, let me explain why I gave that answer. I have nieces and nephews in my house, right?
Yes.
And there were a few occasions where I got angry and I overreacted. And it gave me this guilty conscience. I'm a faith person and I believe that God brings children into our life and we are supposed to treat them with respect. I'm not saying we shouldn't discipline them, but it shouldn't go to the point where your anger makes you react in certain ways that was. So I remember I did something to my niece and I felt very guilty. And I had to apologize to her. And I felt within my heart that God wasn't really happy with the way I responded to it. Okay. So I came to realize that handling situations like this, you have to be measured with your approach. It doesn't mean you don't show displeasure, you don't put your foot down, but you have to be mindful with how you go about it. Because at the end of the day, if you are the parent who is always like a strict, angry and all that, your child, you end up push your child away. You and I, like, for example, people don't like Christianity because they have this perception that God is this wicked God who is punishing and killing people, left, right, center, which is far from the truth.
Of course.
So that's why I've opted to go through with that, approach.
Well, yeah, I don't think your answer is wrong or bad. I think it's a very valid answer, because at the end, the discipline must still be tempered with love, because even if you're going to discipline, you must discipline in love. Even God disciplines that because he loves us, and so there's love attached to it. So if yours is not coming from a place of love but of probably revenge because you feel deceived and all that, then definitely you might end up taking things a bit too far. So it's not a bad answer. It's actually a very good answer. But then I believe also that different people will come at it differently.
I understand that.
And so I'm waiting to see some of the comments that will come on that. With how it ties into our discussion for today. I'm all right, okay.